Hello, welcome to Mental Chillness. I am Dan Victor, and this is Dan Victor Does. So, hope you are having a good day today. It's a Saturday. I apologize for being a little bit late. Normally, I go live right at 12, and I do that. But today, I got a call immediately as I was about to go live. Literally, like it's 11:59, and I see the phone ring, and so here the deal is I ended up ordering some T-shirts from my store. I have a store, and it was sent through the U.S. Post Office, and my address. For some reason, when I get packages through USPS, it always has trouble, at my residence. But FedEx and everything is okay. So I ordered this thing, and normally it's fine, but they say they delivered the package, and I didn't get it. Okay. So I had to call the post office, do this whole thing, yada, yada. And as a result, I am waiting for a call back on this package that, I spent some money on some samples. I wanted to wear these shirts on the show. So, you guys can order it. And I don't think this should speak to any, if you want a shirt, my stepsister ordered a mental chillness shirt, and she got it, and it was actually really cool. She took some great photos that I hopefully will put up. That being said, I'm waiting for this call, right? Now, I get a call right as I'm about to go live. So I was like, well, I better check it out because who knows what this is for. I didn't recognize the number, but I saw it. Now, I got a call, apparently, that I was exposed. Now, I couldn't get, hey, what's up, Caldenberg? How you doing? Good to see you. I'm just telling this story about how I got a call and why I was late. I'm giving the long explanation of how the world is trying to keep me from going live. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm doing well too. But I don't know how it is in Germany with the COVID thing. So I've gotten I got vaccinated, and because I didn't want to have to carry around my card, I ended up getting registered, and I registered through the site that the government, I guess, regulates, or CDC, something like that. So I got a call from somebody, some contact tracing, saying that I was exposed, and my name popped up and something, and I'm like, and that I would have to quarantine. And I said, listen, I've had my shots. I don't know who this is. So I'm thinking it's got to be a scam, right? So I don't know. I was just sort of taken aback because I'm like, hey, I'm sort of in the middle of something because I'm literally about to like click the button, and so I was just a little frustrated with that. And my question to you guys is that, have you experienced, like, what is it like by you in terms of opening up and this stuff? I mean, I'm just trying to take care of myself, in terms of like, I'm not too hyper worried. I ended up getting tested well into the pandemic, actually, towards when the vaccine came out, and I hadn't even had it. I thought I had it, actually, like even before they announced COVID. So I was like, oh wow, and I, it was fairly safe. I wasn't doing a whole lot of stuff, but I interacted in New York City. You're on the street, you interact with people. You have to do that just to get food or whatever. It's not like you can just hide out in your home. Or your car, I wouldn't get on the train, but for the most part, I was doing pretty good. So I didn't get, they said, you don't have any antibodies. And I did this before I got my things, because I was a little hesitant, to be honest with you. Then like I said, I just get a call from somebody saying, "Excuse me, you've been exposed by somebody," and I'm like, "Okay, so you know, how do you know? Who is it, and how do you know that I've been exposed?" And I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I'm going live. I have some tunes to chill out with. So yeah. So anyhow, I just was curious if you had any interesting recent stories about this stuff. I mean, like it's sort of like not to be political or anything. I mean, I certainly don't want that to be what I'm talking about. But it's like, yeah, it's odd. It's just very odd because you know, man, you should see it here in New York. People aren't even wearing masks anymore. You know, it's just, people are doing their thing. Yes, absolutely. There is a lot of scammy type stuff. And the thing that I found interesting was she was trying to get my birthday. She's like, "Oh, well," I was like, "Can you just," because I could tell she had a spiel. She had her. I think she had some script. I'm like, "Hey, can you just get to the point? I don't have time." And I was like, she's like, "Well, we're just gonna keep calling you back until we get you." And I was like, "Oh, really? So is this some sort of officials? Have I done something wrong?" But she was trying to tell me that I needed to quarantine, and I think it's really predatory. It's horrible to take that and play on people's fears. I don't like that. I think people need to be. That it really boggles the mind as to how I think there's like I want to be a decent human being, and then seeing, well, man, I could really get something over on people. I don't know them, they don't know me. uh oh, really? South Africa has just gone into a new lockdown. Oh man. Wow. Wow. That's that's wild. I mean, it's just a very weird. I, I mean, weird isn't quite the word, but it's like just gone into a new lockdown. Wow. Yeah, like they're not having new cases in New York now. That is man, that's really rough. It is super tough. It is super tough. People like life is hard enough, and then you add other stuff on top of it. It makes it even more difficult. And all we can do is try to do the best we can, right? And I think the thing that gets me is like, yes, there's a lot of difficulty in this world, but you don't need to see a way that you can capitalize on this, and people end up taking advantage of people, based on their fears or their difficulties, or perceived weaknesses. That's not right. So I really don't condone that kind of a thing. Anyhow, not to keep it to try to keep it a little bit light, less heavy. It was just something that was really strange, and I mean the whole thing. I think perhaps with that I'm gonna start off with a song called "Anything You Got." It does keep turning. It does keep turning. I was Yeah, I'm gonna play a song because we're doing music today. It is Saturday. I got a new pedal. It's a bass 9 pedal. This is this is it. It's electro harmonics, and it is really cool. It's like an octave pedal, but just a little bit more. It has a bit more tweaking, and it was about the same price as the Pog. So I was kind of debating on whether to get an octave pedal or whether to get a bass pedal, a bass emulator pedal in it. It just has like a bunch of different options on here, so I just felt like it's a more versatile. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, and I actually play bass, so it's kind of cool. So like with the loop pedal, I got it for the loop pedal situation, right? So so if I yeah, something's oh, I see what's going on here. I need to do that. Okay. So oh, the video. Hey, Fiery Bird, what's going on? I should rewatch the video. What video? I don't know that I saw it. Is it on Discord? I have been I am looking the Instagram. Okay. Am I dropping those bombs? the YKs. It's a nervousness, but it definitely makes me laugh. Thank you. Oh man. So I think I wanted to do this one and play with the bass pedal just like a bit. Oh yeah, definitely. If you send that to him, it'd be funny. Hey, welcome to the stream. Dan Victor Does is playing with his bass pedal. To do. I've been waiting for you. Got me all tangled up. Now give me something to hold. Even if it's old, I'll take anything, anything. Oh, whoa. I'll take anything that you're offering me, baby. My need is close by my heart. To live in silence, the heavens above, they're watching down on us. I'll take anything, anything you got, anything you got. Right now I need a miracle. Right anything you got. It's strange. There's sort of a weird sound to the guitar, and I'm not exactly sure how or where that's coming from. So Germans are going nuts over their football, huh? Football and beer. Oh wow. So, uh, hey, what's up, Corey? Welcome. What's going on? Hey, I was gonna check you out on last night actually, but I saw that you are going to stream later on today, so that'd be cool. Definitely be like to pop in and check you guys out. 30 German flags all over the buildings every time I go to school. So is there some sort of a championship that's going on? Uh, like I'm not from like I guess I don't follow. Well, we call it soccer here, I guess. Football there, and I'm not sure. So there is it like a European league that they're in? Because I follow. I watch James Corden, which he's a late night show guy here, and oh, okay, it's a cultural. It's like a cultural thing, like the Super Bowl. Okay, cool, yeah. Because I hear James Corden. He's a late night show host. He's Brit though, and he talks about football every so often. And to be honest, I'm sort of intrigued by the culture of soccer, football leagues, and how cool you can hear them drinking. Well, they're German, so I know all about it. My family is German, and I have to say, oh, England is playing against Germany today. Ooh, wow. So that is something. That is definitely something to be interested. It sounds very interesting. Is it like a championship? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I remember the World Cup. I don't know if it was World Cup or I think it was World Cup. I had a friend from Australia who was here during World Cup, and I think Germany was in it, and I was rooting for Germany just because that's my family is German, and I thought it was kind of cool. And I think they were doing well, but I'm not sure. I think it's great to be excited about it. Oh, there's my Nightbot. We're being chatty. By the way, I've been trying to do a little research in terms of emotes. That like the Nightbot stuff is definitely something I've been trying to get to, but I had a number of other things going on. Oh, really? You need the noise canceling headphones. Yeah, Germans are big, loud, like to drink. And I mean, this is my family. So, and certainly like to eat, So, I think that is a good hearty culture. I like food, over their potatoes. I have to say, I love potatoes. And Spätzle. I love Spätzle. I don't know if I think there's something in there. I just think that's one of the best things. It's like fried dough or potato fried dough or something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's amazing. Yeah, I have to say, brats are in my blood. Yeah, yeah. It's like a noodly thing. I really love this pedal. Yes, it is delicious. this bass pedal is really awesome because like one, I play bass. That was my main instrument. Oh my god, Jaeger sauce? I don't know Jaeger sauce. Yeah. There's so many fun things I want to just play around with. I just want to jam out. Um, so I think I will play another one, and this one I think I'm going to do a little faster one. I'm gonna do My Mother, because that's a fun one, and then I'm gonna be able to throw drawing. Joey's giving me physical pain. Joey Ramone. Oh, the forehead. If you're on your own path trucking, got nothing to sell. Blister up, bloody pulp made prison, new vision of hell. And the talk that you spoke so softly repeats on and on and on and on. Love to care, but beware of the future. It haunts me still. And the moon breaks. I will walk in the steps my mother taught. When the light fades, I can't wait to escape to the promised land. Thinking we'll find a loaded weapon. Was it worth this to stay? You know that I'm finding my vision, screaming out, sloppy seconds, what they say. Oh, my mother, she was good to me. This is why I'm this way. I'm good at reality, checking it, sticky like a knife there, deep in your head, deep in your head. When the moon breaks, I will walk in the steps my mother taught. When the light fades, I can't wait to escape to the promised land. Till you first came along, you look at this, you're gone, work yourself to the bone. Cause you know, you don't know what you want, you stone to step on my bridge. And the walk that you talk so tender, you got the brakes. This is a new future present, there's nothing better, that's what they say. 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 That's what they. That's what. heart when the light fades. Yeah, I can't wait to escape to the promised land. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's like trying to figure out a little bit of what's going on here in my guitar land. Yeah, I think it was partially just not loud enough in the amp thing. I was getting a little slap back. Somehow I heard slap the cobblestone. Oh man, is this what's going on outside in the wild world of sports and alcohol? when two worlds collide. So since I don't drink, I have Health Aid kombucha. This is a watermelon. It's probiotic tea, which is also fermented, apparently. And the coffee house by me ended up getting some on tap, which I think is kind of cool. I want to try it, but I get this every so often. I feel like it's healthy, but it's also sort of a treat because I try to find things. A little German watermelon. Was there any? What was the? Why would you drink me? I could. Well, I like the taste of watermelon. How's that? Watermelon tastes good. I wouldn't drink you up though, unless you were really tasty. No, my old German. So, what was that from? The little German watermelon. Where did that come from? A long story. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of watermelon. I'm a fan of mango. Fan of fruit in general. So you like the taste of never mind. Yeah. Well, it's like sometimes we have nicknames. I think it's kind of interesting. Sometimes we have nicknames that people call us, and sometimes we have these self-appropriated nicknames, or if it's like, it's usually from some sort of a story, And like Ductape Halo, that name sort of came about because of it was about 20 years ago, and I was helping my dad move. And he had this statue head, and it was like, it wasn't like anything special, but like I was taping up boxes, and I had a roll of duct tape, and I put the duct tape on top of the guy's head just to put it somewhere. It was kind of convenient, and I kind of looked at it. I was like, oh, that's kind of like a duct tape halo, because I was thinking of the like a halo over top of the guy's head, and it was. Came from a lot of sleep deprived people, and let's say sleep deprived me is equivalent to Picasso being both drunk and on LSD. That's funny. Oh wow. So that's a very descriptive and interesting visual imagery. I will say. Like this sleep deprived part, I can definitely I can from personal experience, I know that can definitely affect your perception and and firing of the synapses. Speaking of art, I did go to see the Van Gogh exhibit on Sunday. which was pretty cool. It was an immersive experience. And oh, wait a second. I got confused a second because you got me curious on the Wentz went right into a rant of Mike Tyson fighting bananas in his apartment as he goes on buying toothpaste. It is so absurd. Oh man, you make me laugh. Oh man. Because you know you need toothpaste. If you don't have toothpaste, then how can you brush your teeth? Oh, that makes me laugh. You know, it's actually really interesting. I was last night, such as flashing the stars as a flashlight. Ah, interesting. It's wild how you just things that fly out of the mouth. Like where are they hiding in that brain? They're somewhere deep. It's somewhere. Like I think flashing the stars like with a flashlight. It's like I remember when I was in high school, I was talking to I was sleep deprived, and I was at this we're volunteering at this camp called Camp New Day for mentally challenged people. It was like a summer camp, weekend camp, and we were hanging out and sleeping, and the secret agency bananas work to fight the cause of tired students. Well, bananas are a good source of potassium. Yeah, so we're talking, right? And I think that she says that her parents went to pornos for their wedding anniversary. And I went off thinking, like, how could your parents tell you that they went to see a porno and this and that? And they're laughing so hard. Her and her friend, they're laughing so bad. And I just keep going on and on and on about like the morality. It's like, man, how can parents be like this? That's the most extreme porn. I for some reason I don't doubt it. But the thing was, she didn't say porno. She said Fornos, which is a restaurant. So they were laughing so hard they couldn't even say that. And she finally ended up getting out. I'm like, oh, I feel so silly. Because you know how you mishear things and then it kind of sends you on this thing and be like, oh my God, so is that where my brain was? Germany has the most extreme porn. I mean, I won't even, I have no idea where, truthfully, I haven't watched it in such a long time. It's like, it's one of those things, with even, I've never regionally inspected that. It's sort of like, something I think maybe when I was younger, I explored, but it's sort of, seen it. You got to ban a death metal band, even if you have such extreme porn. Yeah, I mean, so I feel like I should play a song that is equally ridiculous. And one of those songs is called Oscillating Fan Blues. And I think that would be a good song. It's a really silly song. And, I'll just play it. It's not a long one. Here you go. you about a friend I have. It's not really all that bad. My oscillating fan has just got too cold. Makes all my posters wrinkle and fold. Too tired to get out of bed. Blows past my body and back again and back again and back again and back again. Too far to reach with my foot. Onto my face it blows. Cigarettes keeps on giving me that air. It's not so bad, it just wants to share. He just wants to share. He just wants to share. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got my oscillating fan blues. I got my oscillating fan blues now. If it doesn't stop, I'm gonna throw one of my shoes. I got my oscillating, oscillating, oscillating fan blues. Too far to reach with my foot. Onto my face it blows. The cigarette's it keeps on giving me that air. Is not so bad. Just wants to share. He just wants to share. He just wants to share. Yeah. I got my oscillating fan blues. I got my oscillating fan blues now. If it doesn't stop, I'm gonna throw one of my shoes. I got my oscillating, 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 oscillating fan blues. I got my oscillating fan blues. I love the blues. Got my oscillating, oscillating fan blues. James Hetfield with the amount of time say yeah. Feel like there's somebody else who says yeah a lot too. James Hetfield. Yes, I am. I'm putting the challenge out there. So that was kind of a silly song. It's one I wrote when I was younger, sort of pulling back a lot of older tunes. Just because it's sort of interesting to look back at, songs where you were there. It's almost like a diary. A lot of these songs are very much the way I would write my inner thoughts. Same as with drawing too. Drawing is sort of like that. It's sort of like a benchmark of what's going on at that point in time, and it's kind of interesting to revisit that to see where you are today, and where you've come and how far you've come and what you've learned since then. And, so you don't know how to write a silly song, hit me up when I'm sleep deprived. That's, the best way to do it is like, I feel like, just hit record and then see what comes together, and then, sort through the madness later. Be like, oh no, I just woke up. Instant hit, better than any Justin Bieber. Okay. All right. Cool. I would love to, I'd love to hit you up on that. Sleep deprivation songwriting workshop. Be like, so what do we got to do? Well, we got a lot of coffee. We're gonna stay up and watch a bunch of movies. I really have a thing for bananas when I ran. Is there any particular thing? I mean, sometimes we like what we like, You said you were, I once said I was a banana nipple. Wow, I don't even know. I mean, I'm trying to, I mean, that brings over all sorts of visual imagery too. But I'm not exactly, So it's interesting. I'm trying to educate myself on Twitch, and I went to the YouTube and I started looking up about emotes, because the emotes are, it's almost like a different language from emoji, and I sort of learned a few terminologies just to try to better immerse myself in the culture, because I think it's something I'm really interested in doing more and more. And it's also trying to seek a balance, and that's it's a constant struggle for me to kind of seek a balance while also pushing myself forward to try new things. And one of the things I'm trying to get to is to do exercise, for instance. I'm trying to integrate that into my routine, just as I have integrated going live on Twitch. I'm trying to integrate learning. I'm slowly moving into my drunk state. Uh-oh. Oh boy. What time is it there again? Is it 8 or 9, I think? Oh. Okay. All right. I'll stick with you. I'll stick with you here. Ketchup. Ketchup is good. I had some 1849. That's 1049 and 10. I think so. Yes, it is. So okay, yeah, because I just add a couple numbers to find out what it is in terms of. So 1840. No. It's 649. Is that? It's one way or the other. I know it's 2 hours. 10 is 22. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's got to be, like, because we don't do that time in the U.S. So it's one of those things. Then you were mistaken. I am not good at math. I yeah, I try to come up with tricks, to remember things. Pneumatic devices. I'm much better with words than I am with numbers. That's where some people are. The irony is, even like fibers of fabric are better than you at math. Well, I don't know if I was that bad. I thought Rachel. I'm not. I don't excel at it. Math is not my strong suit. I would say art class was more what I was in. Art, not phys ed necessarily. 2 times 2 plus 2 is 7. That is a trick question. That is a trick answer. Is that calculus? Are we doing geometry? Two plus two equals me, and Nickelback, what you talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, 420 times 69 equals Corey. Said, oh, why you screaming vowels? Why you screaming vowels at us? What's a vowel? What's a consonant? What's a action statement? A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Oh, please don't hate Freddie. duct tape down, now, 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 now. Yes, purposely misspelling words because I actually am bad at spelling. There's many words, and then you sort of go with it because it's sort of the rap thing to do, you know. Instead of duck dab, duck dapes. The Ductape Halo. It's a symbol of struggle and perseverance, and coming out the other side. A nail file is a pocket knife. When do you use duct tape on a duck? Okay. Is this a joke? This is a joke. When do you use duct tape on a duck? When do you use duct tape on a duck? When he's quacked. See, now that's pretty funny. See, there should be comedy involved. That's a thing I would. When you want to take some body warmth off of him, well, it is very sticky. It's a very sticky situation. He's ouch. That scene, and they don't even show you the they don't even show it to you in the movie, but what is the name of the movie? Oh, The Breakfast Club. The guy puts tape on this guy, and and it's not a great imagery. I don't even like to think about that stuff, man. It's like sometimes an image gets stuck in your head. And you're like, ooh, I don't want to think about that, because you almost can feel it, just the way somebody talks about something. I think it's the same way somebody can talk about food, and food is one of those things that I love to talk about. Oh, well, it's actually a movie. Have you ever seen The Breakfast Club? It is an actual movie with many famous actors: Judd Nelson, Emilio Estevez, Ali Sheedy, what's her name? Molly Ringwald. And I feel like I'm missing somebody in there, but yeah, it's like it's an 80s movie. It's an 80s movie, and it sort of a rite of passage, they're stuck in Saturday detention, and they're all different from different social groups, and it basically takes place all in that detention, and none of them get along, yet they all find this commonality, and part of it is it's a sort of a not necessarily coming of age story, but definitely coming of maybe it is coming of age. You see, orange juices are actually residents in Orangeville, and they take pictures of their children with their own eyes. Ooh, that's very interesting. I might want to hide out from the orange Juliuses. Oh no. I actually have to file my nails because I don't like cutting them. The idea of cutting my fingernails with a scissor it's like there's a mental it's like something like, I don't know if you've ever clipped your nail too close to your cuticle or your finger, where it's like they're almost too short. I've done that before, and it's like, oh my God, like people who bite their fingernails, it's not so much that they're biting them, it's just that they get so close to the cuticle that idea of it being so close is definitely certainly Now you're saying things. The capital of Colombian Colorado. The capital of Colombian Colorado actually pays people with soap. These are poetic phrases. I think I'm going to play a song, a poetic song called Hideaway. I'm fucking high on chicken nuggets, yes. By the way, do not try the spicy chicken sandwich from McDonald's. It is awful. I went to go see the Fast 9 on Thursday because I wanted to. By the way, completely ridiculous. And I was hungry. I needed to get something, quick before. So I was like, oh, I'll try that. Spicy chicken sandwich from McDonald's is awful. God awful. Now, I don't know if you have Popeyes. Yeah, it is a Donald Duck don't do. And the Popeyes chicken sandwich is what I think they were trying to copy. And I don't know if they have Popeyes in Germany, but they definitely have Popeyes here in Brooklyn. And I can walk there. And it is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Tuna with tomato paste sauce. Ew. Oh God. Yes. That actually might have been better than the chicken sandwich at McDonald's because it wasn't even, I don't think it was even done, or if it was done, it was like rubbery. And I have to say, I don't know why I go every so often to get fast food. And tuna with tomato-based sauce, really? It is delicious? Okay. All right. I wouldn't know. I've never done that. So it's definitely interesting. I always like hearing new food ideas. And if somebody says it's good, I will have to take your word for it. You just need to add some mangoes from Manhattan. Manhattan mango. I got to find some mangoes from Manhattan. All right. So I think what I want to throw out is a little Hideaway. And debut, Ductape Halo's back, feeling so special, attack, wouldn't know your name, you travel the world, but you know how to fix it. No one knows you best as your mother did. What you got to hide, what you got inside, what you got inside, what you got to hide in your little hideaway, where I go to hide, where I hide. It's where I hide. Little hideaway, and this ancient haze, it might deliver. Confess the words and feel a shiver in the low and glow and tender. December's right around the corner, and death is already upon us. Deep and lonely mountain, the girls will play so far away. What you got inside? What you got inside? What you got to hide in your little hideaway? Where I go to hide, where I hide. Where I hide, little hideaway, you know the score. No, you do. No, it's passion. No, it's passion. Despite what you gonna believe, I am a hurricane. What you got to hide, get inside. What you got inside. What you got to hide in your little hideaway. It's where I go in your little hideaway. That's where I go in your little hideaway. That's where I go in your little hideaway. Ooh, that's where I go. Your little hideaway. That's where I go to hide. It's where I hide. Where I hide. What you got to hide, little hideaway. Oh, wow. So I have some comments here. What were you saying? What were you saying? Your biceps are full of flesh. Okay. All right. Tortilla Man's backup vocals are the equivalent to a 4-year-old beating up a seal. And blankets have the tendency to bully tables. Interesting. Holy shit, my knees go down 45 degrees downwards. Well, I appreciate that singing comment is very nice. Your singing is as beautiful as your beard. Well, I appreciate that. I hope those are both good things. I hope they're both. I did trim my beard a little bit, so it was. I appreciate you noticing. I actually shaved my sides of my head. I don't usually have this, but like I have. So like I do a little shave, and I have a longer hair back here, just kind of pulled back. or does your laugh sound like a He-Man? So yes, Yes, it is like a mohawk, but I have it shaved up under the back. Like, so it's all so that's actually because I had my hair up. But so yeah, my hair actually comes down quite a bit, but I have it pulled back because I need to be able to have my headphones on. Because I'll tell you what, my hair was thicker. I don't know Sean Crahan, but it probably is. It's I look like a New Yorker. I don't know, um, the new New York, the old New York. It's all the same to me. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So I shaved up underneath because it's getting hot, and I need to have that going on. And it also helps when I have my headphones on. So yes, I am a clown, but the most wonderful way. Yeah. So I mean, it's funny. I've been sort of I kind of wonder why there isn't a comedy section in Twitch, because that seems like a real uh I'm down. I'm down. This is silly. You are silly. I have to say I like silliness. I was at so speaking of New York, there's lots of stuff going on now, and I'm trying to be more social and go out. Michael Sean Clown Crown. I don't know any of that. Okay. Um, and I went out yesterday to try to go to a thing, right? And the thing was at this park, right? So I roll up to the park, and it was packed. It was packed, and I go up, and there's people playing volleyball, there's people playing basketball, there's people skateboarding. Really, kind of a cool thing in New York to just go to a New York park. Why would you drink a little more than a cup? Cup of coffee? I like coffee. I don't drink anymore. I gave it up because it didn't do well for my constitution. I used to do drinking and other stuff, but I I sort of got partied out, and not a good way. So I do drink chocolate, especially when it's hot and in liquid. I like that. And I eat it too. Drink, eat, use it as a additive to my sandwich. But so it's like it is a little strange. your your hair is a helicopter. What is that? What is that mean? My hair is a helicopter. Does it go high? Is that the? I'm trying to interpret the helicopter. I don't know if that is a hairstyle. I'm a little out of the thing. I've been home for a long time, and I try not to go on social media. It's a healthy helicopter. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I say, do if it's a good health choice, then I think it's an excellent Halo copter. Mmm. Hello with copper. See, I read that as halo with copter, but it's a helo with copper. Yeah, I always wanted to dye my hair, but I have when I grew up, I had blonde streak, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I said, well, I don't want to, do that. And now that I've gotten a little older, now I have gray hair, but I have this really cool gray streak on this side that comes through, and it's super awesome. My adapter is missing sedative. You I have to say thank you for sharing so much amazing imagery here. I think that is words are some of the most amazing things because they tap into your brain and they allow other things to explode, like things go in, like when you bite a piece of food or you hear a piece of music, it brings up memories. Your phone is crying. Oh no, don't cry. Or if it's the good kind of cry, it's like I'm crying because I'm so happy. I don't know that I've ever I've cried because I'm happy. I think I've cried because I've been sad. I've cried because I'm so damn angry. Like, I don't know. There are people who cry because they're angry. There are people who cry because they're laughing. And I think, oh, you're not finding an adapter. Well, I'm going to sing a song about not being able to find the it's called anything. No, it's not called anything. God, I lied. As real as I feel, and I think feelings are sort of interesting because how do we know a feeling is real? Is this, do I really feel like this, or is this just something that I feel right now? And I think that that's something I think sometimes we struggle with our emotions, and I think understanding ourselves. Here's another scam likely call. I don't know if you guys get scam likely calls, but I get scam likely calls all the time. And I think it's probably because I sign up for mailing lists. Then I want to get taken off the mailing list because they're ridiculous. I mean, why is there not a comedy section in Twitch? That's to me, because I've met comedians, and I'll tell you, comedians are not the same as musicians. I will say that I think musicians are amazing people in the sense that they're complex. Scammies. Yes, scammies. And they are amazing because they like to share. I think musicians, like, on the most part, I've met a lot of really great musicians. There's some who are a bit narcissistic. There's some who are a bit like attention crazy, but I think that sort of goes with the type of thing it is, whether you're an actor or anybody who is a performing artist, you need to have like sort of a rapport with going fishing. Oh wow. And so there is this like interaction thing that sometimes people are struggling to find that interaction. But with comedians, it's interesting because there is a direct interaction with an audience, yet with other comedians, they're cold. They're all about the relationship with the audience. They're about like not sharing any insights to music. And I think what I've noticed about there's musicians on stage and then there's musicians behind the scenes. And musicians behind the scenes are usually quiet. Some of them are very shy. Some of them really have a lot of problems interacting with people in person, And it's not, I won't say problems, but it's just that I think people, may even feel more comfortable on stage than in real life. I think that's an interesting thing or observation that I've had. And granted, this is not trying to put anybody in a category or a box or anything. It's sort of just one of those things that, like artists have a certain thing that is that kind of identifies you. And I was at this thing yesterday, like I was saying, and in the park, there are people who are performance artists that I'm not as fond with of artists that are conceptual. And purely conceptual art is somebody like who's like a Duchamp who like signs a toilet and says this is art because I say it is. And I think the concept is fine, but like there needs to be some visual there for me to really connect with it, because otherwise ideas by themselves don't get me. It's like the idea as a metaphor, the idea as a being embodied within something else. I think that's to me beautiful. It's like how people put love into their food, or people put love into their music. It's like you're putting something in something. And I think this guy, he was talking and he's like, his shtick was, pay attention to me, look at me, pay attention to me. And it got super annoying. And it's like, yes, of course, that's why we're on the mic. We're saying, hey, pay attention to what I got to say, or what I got going on. But I think there's a humble way to go about that. And it's not even about being humble, because I think being aggressive is fine too. But it's like the idea of being annoying to have a sort of a response that way. And it totally turned me off to the whole performance thing. And it's like, and maybe it is just like, finding where you fit. And I was like super uncomfortable. So I ended up walking away and, kind of just going back home and watching The Expanse, which is something I've been watching on Amazon. Really kind of dig it. I'm a sci-fi nerd in that way. I love sci-fi. And it is, I think science fiction is really cool too, because science fiction talks about life and what human beings might do in any given situation. And I think it's like the perfect, and I also like, the fantastic idea. I was like, oh wow, this is something new. This is something that could exist. Could it exist? Like, that's the thing with magic and stuff, is like, I'm not opposed to magic. Like, I kind of like, I'm a fan of Harry Potter. I'm an adult Harry Potter fan, self-admitted. Don't worry, it's okay. But I mean, it's just that I kind of like the fantastic idea. I like that the ideas of fantastic. Sometimes, we're watching things to kind of escape our reality, and sort of something. But I always liked something fresh, a fresh take, a hot take, a cool take on something new. Even for myself, it's like doing a different version of the same song, like doing an acoustic version of a band song, or a band song from an acoustic song. Just kind of spices it up a little bit. Spices it up, just like my Healthy Aid kombucha. Absolutely. It's interesting too, because so I'm gonna do the seed, just because I was messing around with that. I think. I'm gonna do this. I'm messing around with different sound settings here. Oh, here we go. Got to get the effect on there. Oh, open up atmosphere. Take to the clear. Best in line. Mix it over time. Break asphalt. They're making all their calls. To the base we go. feather girls to dig into the farm. Underneath the suicide's arm, little lips are underneath the skin, waiting to get in. Under the snow, the little plant will grow. That's the seed growing with belief in all that you see. It's hard to make it up, but when you got the cup and drink it up and drink it out, it's like you don't know what you got. It limits all the friends you have. If that's what matters, it ain't bad. Watch over my son. He is the only one that will understand what is in my hand. It isn't what you got. It isn't what you got. It isn't what you got. Seed will grow. All right. Woo! Fly flew into my eye. Hey, sorry. I hope that was a good thing. Yeah, it's sort of a blowout towards the end, and I try to back off a little bit off the mic so it doesn't get too crazy. Too crazy. I was learning a couple Twitch terms. Kappa and Pog W, Pepe, all these all these things that Twitch folks say, or Twitch folks tweet. Twitch and tweet, isn't that kind of interesting? Twitch, tweet, but I mean I don't do tweet too much. I don't tweet too much. So I like to get some rockers going on. So how about I do another rocker, right? This one is emotional. It's called As Real As I Feel. I was going to do this one before, and I just want to tune up as we're talking. And just so that we tune up, I'm going to do a little side chat situation, so we can, just keep it interesting, just to keep the situation interesting, especially if I go to the pedals, which I've been doing a little more. I wanna play with this bass pedal too, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a little bit of a loop here. I'm also messing with the different channels. Like I went to music today, and last week I was doing just chatting because I figured, well, let's see. I'm messing with the tags and still trying to figure out the perfect algorithm to bring folks over, over to the side. So I got this bass thing. All right, so here, let's see what happens. riding out just because feel like a slave, too hungry to bite. I'm not normal, don't do anything. Right now I'm feeling like my age, becoming used to this self-made cage. Why am I always alone? Alien sweetness is all that I can hold. And we find that I am trying to change. I want to find a way to feel as real as I feel. Yeah. Ooh, I did duct tape my guitar. I did do that. Yeah, so that was as real as I feel, and it's a outpouring of emotion, outpouring of situation, you know. And it, I tried to incorporate my bass pedal, which I was kind of happy to figure out ways in which I can utilize this, because one of the things that I'm going to be doing is bringing in a drum pedal. So I, you know, it was my birthday last week, and I sort of have been going overboard with spending, especially considering stuff that I've been doing with the Twitch channel. So in behind me, you can see, not that that's going overboard, but I ended up putting some plants behind me because they're actually plants I have in my room, but I figured why not bring them to the stream and keep it wild, you know? And I did tape my guitar. You can see Ductape Halo is on there, right? And the reason I did that is actually because I had there's been pull up on this guitar. So this being a Martin, it actually is not coated here because it affects the sound of the guitar if this is coated. So that's the explanation I got. Anyway, I mean, there is certain things, but some guitars like have this like shiny glaze on top of it. And I asked them why they didn't have that, and it was because it was something. So this needed to be in a humidifier and all of that special stuff. But I never really treated it as good as I could have. It's an older. I won't say it's older, but it is. It was a guitar I got back in 2004, and it's been my baby. But that said, so some of the wood has been coming up on this side, and so I didn't want to like ruin the wood, so I put some wood glue and then I put tape on it, and so because there's like little splits coming here and here, and I glued it, and I put tape on it, and I just never took the tape off. But then it occurred to me, I say, well, Ductape Halo is your name, Dan. Ductape Halo is who you are. So why not kind of embrace that and, you know, and just put it on there. And now it's part of my my look, I guess. I'm trying to bring the brand together, you know. So, yeah. So it's Saturday in the city. So yeah. Anyway, jamming out is a jam out, and you know, whew. So yeah, this is jam out mode apparently, and if I go over this way, this is centered. This is how I know my camera is centered. I center, I line up, right, right here, and then you can kind of see the. But then I have these pedals that are sort of, yeah. It's a constant balancing act, balancing the stream with your life, and then just balancing your life in general. So one of the things I'm trying to get back, it is pretty hot here. I don't know what the heat index here is, but like I'm trying to balance my so my workout thing, and also go to the dentist, and I'm so far back on taxes. It's like all of these things are okay. So it's 81 degrees, and it's apparently a drizzle, which I haven't really checked it out yet. Probably gonna go out and go do something after the stream. Friend's got an art show, and that should be fun. This guy Justin, he's a friend of mine, and he is doing a show in Bushwick here. If there are any Bushwick folks, say what's up, and I will throw out the flyer. I should have thrown out the flyer. I thought I threw that out on my Instagram, but anyway, D Jason V on Instagram, Ductape Halo on Twitter, which I don't really go on, but still throwing it out there. Dan Victor Productions on Facebook and YouTube. Dan Victor Does on Twitch, and I respond to messages on D Jason V on Instagram. That is the best place to hit me up if you're into hitting me up. And then also on Discord, there's the Dan Victor Does server. I am still fresh to that. I have to get better at my particular invite situation. But if you are on Twitch, you can access it from the from my channel, I think. I should put that in there though, right? I should put that in there. There's the Discord situation. I'll figure that out. I'm gonna watch some more YouTube videos. So the YouTube videos are extremely informative. So I'm gonna switch this up. Extremely informative, and so I've been learning a lot about. This is it's like, I don't know if it's because is that, I mean, it's really supposed to be just for like, but it's sort of weird to just see me like talking if I'm not playing, It's sort of like, well, hey, why is there that second box over here? It's because it's my guitar. It's my guitar box. So anyhow, I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to, do better Twitch stuff, and like I said, I was figuring out the Kappa situation, and Jebaited. Jebaited's another new one. That sort of think that's kind of humorous. I kind of like that. The 5-head, 4-head situations, like all of those. Just trying to figure out the jokes, and there's one guy I was watching, like this 2-hour seminar that I guess he had done originally as a live stream. And what's funny is, like, as he's doing this like PowerPoint presentation, and people are mad chatting, he must have had a bunch of people on there, that it ends up a fire alarm goes off, and I think he has to leave, and he leaves the stream going, and he had to go outside because there was some fire alarm, so he's gone, and I'm just like, well, I'm gonna fast forward, but people are chatting the entire time, and throwing out all of these things to the chat, and I'm curious if I do, like, I don't know what I have to have enabled, but lol. Okay, there we go. I did it. I did a thing. Here, let's see if I do pog. Oh no. POG. What if I do that? Pog. Oh, or pog W. Oh, I guess I would have to have them in there, or kappa. They are case sensitive, I guess. Kappa. There we go. Okay. So, yes, I am I am figuring out the whole situation. I know I didn't actually do that. I should probably try this out. Try that offline. Kappa. Yeah, and he gives certain examples. I think it's funny too. He goes, it's like, so if you tell your streamer that the mic is off, and then your streamer goes to check out that the mic is actually working, then jebaited is the proper response to that. I think that's so silly. So, I think it's coming up on break time. I need to take a short break to use the facilities. But I thought I would give you the BRB situation so that you can check out some awesome chill music. And I will be back in just a minute or two. So thanks for hanging out and chilling with me, Dan Victor, for Dan Victor Does. And yeah, this is me, Dan Victor, Ductape Halo, aka. And Mental Chillness, we're talking and we're playing music and having a good time on the Saturday afternoon. It's a little overcast here in Brooklyn. Like I said, 79 degrees. It says expect drizzle in the next hour. Well, I will definitely be expecting that. Thanks. Anyhow, sorry for the nonsense. Here you go. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Dan Victor. He's here. Thank you for waiting or chilling out while I went and got myself situated, and I'm here to play some more music, do some more talking, interact as a good boy would, and drink some more of my watermelon kombucha. It's delicious. As if I wish things could stay colder longer. Like the bottles stay cold, but then it's like you don't want to have to drink it so fast. And I think, well, some people say, well, what's the solution? The solution would be to pour some in a cup, then put the rest in the fridge, right? Well, what if you can't reach the fridge? What if you don't have a fridge? You've bought it and it's out of the fridge, and wouldn't it be great to have something that you could just have it keep cold? And you say, okay, well, how about a thermos? Great, I got a thermos, and it definitely works to a certain extent. But isn't there some technology? Isn't there some technology that could make things cold faster? You can microwave something and make something hot fast, even though fast hot food sometimes doesn't taste as good as like oven cooked food or just cooked food in general. But a toaster oven is probably my favorite in between of like something being cooked in the oven or something being microwaved. So anyways, how are you? Are you in the mix? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling in the mix? I am just chilling out with the mental chillness. Apparently there's memories. There are memories on Facebook. Facebook has many memories that are being shared. Today, it's like one of the things that I'm trying to do too is towards being on Twitch is sort of coming to a better understanding of who I am and what it is that I actually have to say and have to play and whatever. I mean it's certainly different than when I go up on stage and perform. It's definitely a different experience. Because when you're on stage, you gotta be on and get off almost immediately. Not immediately, but even if you are a bigger band, you just need to hit song after song after song. Okay, that is really loud, but that was my buddy Justin. It says, please share if you haven't already. Shaping up to be one hell of a party. So okay, so Justin, what we're doing is there is a vibe here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to airdrop it. Then I'm going to put it up on my screen, and then everybody who wants to can see the art show. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Lucas Ham, 104 Jefferson Ave, Saturday, June 26th at 7 p.m. And it's BYO, whatever. And at Lucas Goes Ham is his Instagram. So I just shared it. There you go. Live to all the folks here. Yeah, Brooklyn's got stuff going on. I mean, it's interesting because I am wanting to check out some open mics, and that's sort of the thing. And pushing myself to go out is a real struggle sometimes, because there's the things that you have to do, and sometimes I think social stuff doesn't get enough attention. You need to have social stuff going on, and it's important to play and Although it's fun. It's funny because you have many people who don't sing the praises of play enough, like playing, having fun, because people, you would think, or I think the philosophy is that people will automatically want to have fun, so you don't need to encourage people to have fun. Now, I think let's just do the front since I'm doing some talking. So I'm just doing some talking. I wanted to fade into you a little bit. Just fade in. And I am trying to see if I am the only one watching here. I may be. But it's okay. I am happy to be here. And it's been an excellent exercise. It's not even a challenge. It's an exercise because this is what I do. All right, so I'm going to play a song. For a walk in the park. You know this is over, you know this is over any night. Do if you propose, this is tell the woman that you can. So tell the world that you carry, that you make it for another man. And the look on your face, can't you see what I'm saying? And it's all out of place, got you all in my face. Used to be in the back, now I'm paying for it all because I cut you deep. You signed mine to the world. You signed mine to the world. This is over when you say it's over, what's your safe word? The bitches around, they're just waiting for cover. It's raining balls of fire and there's angels of death on my doorstep. Go through into a time relationship so fastest. And the look on your face, can't you see what I'm saying? And it's all in a place, got you all in my face. Used to be in the back, now I'm paying for it all because I cut you deep. You signed my good worry. You signed my good worry. You signed my death worry. I'll pay for it all because I took you deep. You set my devil away. You set my devil away. The worry, yeah. Disorder, disorder. Yeah, that's some Death Warrant, baby. Yeah, digging that. Trying to utilize that bass pedal, and it's taken me a little bit of time to sort of integrate that into the song as I'm playing it, because I want to try to beef up that solo portion. You know, like if I'm doing there's one song where the breakdown goes. In auto limiter. Here we go. Let me try doing this one. It's a tough one. Anyway, that's what I'm messing with. like Wow Scoob. Like Wow Scoob is a perfect. Like Wow Scoob, that should be a emote. Maybe like I'm trying to get some emote ideas for myself. One of them was going to be definitely this guy. So one of my emotes that I'm going to do is this guy. I think he'll be my main dude because that's sort of my mascot guy, and I think I'll probably do some physical emotes too, but just like in terms of looking at what will show up, because they talked a little bit about what moats would be appropriate for a channel. Now, I haven't reached affiliate status, so if you are watching and you're rewatching it, please follow me on Twitch. Help me get to affiliate status so that I can offer emotes in my subscription status, so that I can offer, and then I can offer free subs, I'm sure, for people. That way they could, get used to using some of my cool icons, because that is one of the things that I could do. I wasn't even aware that that's what people do. They will. One of the advantages of subscribing to somebody is that you get emotes. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, because I didn't really understand, and that's why like immersing myself in the culture of Twitch has been very, well, for lack of a better word, educational. Like how does all of this stuff work? How does how do people skin a cat? How do you skin the cat? There's a lot of ways to do that, right? And for me, I've always found my own way most of the time, and sometimes that's more difficult than if I had just looked at how somebody else was doing something and then did that. I mean, like what is an easy way, like life hacks, they say, right? Why is that I want to have my information be the information that solves the problem versus somebody else's information? What is that in me? That's gotta be the case. And it's not with everything. It's certain things, It's like if somebody tells me here's an easy way to do something, why does it take time for me to investigate that and then go ahead and do it? What is that processing? And that distance between when you learn to accept something as a thing, like saying, hey, if you get enough sleep, then you will feel better. Or if you exercise, you'll have more energy. Or if you eat at reasonable times in the day, you'll have energy. Whatever it is, like there's just some basic human things that are just true. And then but why is it that if you hear it from one person, then you can accept it, or if you hear it from another person, you don't? I don't know what that is. Sometimes we have to experience things in the order that we need them to. So I'm here to just say, hey, look, we all develop and do things our own way, and I think that's exciting for me to see how you do what you do. This is how I do what I do, but it's also I'm learning, I'm growing here. I'm obviously somebody who is been along, had a few things along the way happen, but I'm still kicking, and the chillness will continue. So I guess that being said, it's like what inspires me, and one of the things I was working on this week was working on what mental chillness is, and it's a strength based or well, it's strength based, but it's inspiration based motivation. So say, you see me doing this thing, and then you say, well, hey, I would really like to go and do my thing too. Or say, like, see somebody playing guitar and say, hey, I'd really like to play guitar. And then you do it. That is a inspiration based motivation. And I think learning at its best happens that way. It's drumming up an excitement, and it's not in an inauthentic way, but in a way that is that there's that magic hour, that magic moment that we find something, this aha moment that is, whether it be music, whether it be driving a car with music on, I don't know, whether you go into a concert, whether it's going to a museum, whether it's going to school on the first day, whether it's having that new shirt or that new pair of sneakers, that smell of the new car. I mean, these are all new things, I guess, but I'm saying there are all of these experiences that can inspire us. And sometimes when something is new, it can inspire us, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's got to be completely new every time. It can be something that you're experiencing again, but it's different this time. That's like a new take. But whatever it is that fuels your tank, there's a tank that pushes us for us. So, we inform ourselves, we educate ourselves, and then we activate those things, put them into action. And one of the actions I'm going to take is I wrote a song called Automatic. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do actually a good one. This is called Step High, because I think talking about some step high inspiration, let's do this one. Here we go. Made my way to paradise, worked my way through pain, finished with my innocence, got no one to blame. Looking for some vision, starving for a taste, hoping for a second chance that I'd have to waste, yeah. But I know it's not too late, no matter what they say. I think that it's me, set me free. Step high, step high. Begging for forgiveness, talking to the wall. Tell my family back in Jersey that I'm waiting for the call. Mystery surrounds them, inspiration's waiting then. Found my voice among the ashes of a vicious bloody end, yeah. But I know it's not too late, no matter what they say. I think that it's me, set me free. Step high, step high. This is what I want. Step high, screaming from the top. Step high, bleeding on the cross. Step high, leading to God. Step high, step high, step high, step high, step high, yeah. Step high. But I know it's not too late, no what they say. I think that it's me. Set me free. Set me free. Set me free. Step high. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I am stepping high with life, getting up there, letting life get me excited. That is, I think, sometimes we're searching for things to give us that excitement, some outside force to, kind of give it to us. Give us that mojo. And sometimes we look in terms of, drinks or drugs or people or experiences, whether it be gambling or, and I'm not just talking about things. These are all just things that can stimulate us. We're looking for some sort of a stimulation. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's adrenaline. Maybe it's, sports. Maybe it's clothing, shopping. Maybe it's I don't know. For me, it could be gear. Like, I love buying gear. I've got a new drum machine coming, so that's something I'm excited about. Be able to play with that a little bit next time, and I'm kind of excited because it is a way that I can play songs and have it sound a little bit more realized. Because I have this bass pedal, and I can do that cool with the with the loop. I don't want to make it right, giving them a every night. What you say is not true, but I'm coming after you. Beside myself, I'm coming through, but I know everything is nothing before you. Yeah, so it's kind of cool, but it's hard to play bass and guitar at the same time. And I actually have like a little pedal situation that I can do kind of. It sounds a little funky though, right? Nothing enough. Turning diamonds into rust. I'm waited so long for this love, yeah. Turning diamonds into rust. Yeah. So, Turning Diamonds into Rust is a song that I got. And it, yeah. It's a song. The song I got. So, deciding, what do I have? What do you got? What do I got? What is it that resonates most? Sometimes it's playing music. Sometimes it's talking. Sometimes it's just chatting away, and that can be a real thing. I mean, how often How often what? That's a question. That sounds like a question. How often? Oh, here we received your. Speaking of the, I had this whole thing about the package, right? So I have gotten. It's just an email stating that we will review and investigate the information you have provided. It's basically telling me nothing. But that is what that's what the post office can do. Um, uh, I guess my whole thing is I want to get off of all of these apps so that I can be free. Be free to be me. Be free to be you. Let's continue to play some music and be chill about it, you know? Sometimes it's like I will say that there is a certain amount of um, uh, learning to build up a, I don't want to say it's like exercise, you know, like especially like I've been sort of focused a little bit on doing scales, you know. See that's so it's a minor scale, right? Minor A. See, I'm trying to do it too fast. Yes. For all of you out there that want to see me do this, let me take off my little guy, which I realize can be fun. But then you can't see me doing my scales here. So here we go. That's a major scale, but it's only it's a scale, but so that's from that, but the irony is that that is an actual that is a minor scale for a F sharp, G flat. Um, but it depends on what key you're in, and it's sort of interesting how one key can play into another note, and this is, I guess, part of what music theory that I don't know about is, and yes. So just in terms of exercise, there is an exercise in terms of like keeping the live stream going, and you know, some people would say, well, it's got to be. I'm making sure that I last for at least 3 hours, right? And there's part of me that says, hey, you know, I'd love to be doing it less. But there's part of me that says, if I want to really get good, the same way I really want to get good at playing more solo type stuff, then I have to practice. I have to get good. You know, I have to give myself an opportunity to make mistakes and to, you know, even maybe make the same mistakes over and over again. Maybe it's just it's like I've noticed that the more I write songs, or the more that I sing, the better you get. So I think the same thing is true with streaming. You know, you learn, there's certain things you learn, and then you sort of take each of these little elements and you can put them together. And I mean, that's been my experience with things that I'm good at. So I think if you apply that to stuff, they say 10,000 hours makes you an expert in anything. Sometimes it depends on what your aptitude for that thing is when you start. Is it something that you have an overall interest? If you don't have an interest in something, how can you spend 10,000 hours doing it? It's like, I really don't like sleeping, but I have to sleep, so I got really good at it. I mean, some people spend a lifetime having trouble with sleep, right? So that's an example of something you do a lot of, but doesn't necessarily mean that you can fall asleep easily. Maybe there's, it's like there are concessions to each type of a thing that you can do, and I try to allow opportunity to grow, but sometimes I grow frustrated with myself. I go frustrated with myself, and it's true. No matter what you do, I do it my way. I was watching Jack Black actually on Conan do a song because Conan O'Brien apparently was saying goodbye to late night television, which I didn't even know he was still on late night, to be honest. And he comes on and he does this version of My Way, singing Conan's Way. And I think it was very cool because My Way is done by Frank Sinatra, but it's also done by with the guy from the Sex Pistols. Oh God, I can't remember his name right now. But that guy, Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious. I should know that. Sid. So yeah, like I think, as musicians, we have these people that will like, I mean, for me, I was idolizing. Idolizing isn't the right word, but like influenced by David Bowie and by Frank Black of the Pixies, and definitely Led Zeppelin, earlier on, Danzig. These are things that I listened to. Bob Marley, for sure. Lee Scratch Perry. Shudder to Think. Many different. Guided by Voices, though, also was one of the ones that I really enjoyed. And I should probably include some Guided by Voices covers, but I haven't been doing covers because, like, part of it is, I mean, I would like to be doing covers, sort of, but I also want to experiment. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but is it inauthentic to say, hey, I want to try to see if what I do is interesting to people? I was just thinking what a good song would be All They Care About. If at all, the beat is pumping, got my call. You learn to live it, baby, running high. Don't keep from trying, come inside and you hold it full care about. You gotta make it, baby. You gonna make it right. You gonna make it right. All they care about, all they care about, all they care about is something else. All they care about, all they care about, all they care about is something else. All they care about, all they care about, all they care about is something else. You got no something, nothing you whoa. Giving it all you can, giving it all you can. Go on living in another, baby. I want a baby. About it, wouldn't listen to what she'd say. Younger than she thinks, amusing little wink. A tone of voice makes me stay. I love the look I get sometimes, knowing she thinks she can mold me better than being alone, I guess. For right now she's the best I can get. Memories are swimming in the torture, always sweeter than you remembered. How do you start to get over when you're caught up in nostalgia? So after bed I hit my pipe. Inner dealings, I know this isn't right. Why can't I get what I want? Not too drunk to fight as the sun is coming up. Memories Thank you for nostalgia. You know, things sometimes do seem sweeter than you remembered. Sometimes the sweetest things can only happen in the time in which we have, and then memories are a reminder of that time. But sometimes we try to live in those memories, you know. And like for me, I think about the memory of doing something and the memory of doing something, and thinking that it's going to be as good as you remember it would be. And it never is. It never is. I mean, but yet we still try. We still try to capture what it was that we once experienced. And with that realization that maybe it'll be different this time. You know? It's that same sentiment that, can have us going back to our ex saying, hey, maybe it could be different this time. Because we did share something once that was so wonderful that now maybe I'm different and maybe it was me, and I've changed, or maybe you've changed, and that we could somehow make it work. But what is it that we're really trying to make work? Something that we like what is that interaction really, Cuz sometimes I think about it and it's like, is it for me? Is it for you? Am I what is my motivation? And then sometimes we get caught up in that feeling of saying, well, am I doing this for myself? And I think the answer can be yes to that. But I think the answer can be yes for doing something for someone else as well. But it's just, where are you living with it, Am I living with that if I don't get out of it what I want, then I'm going to not participate in this anymore? Because I have to at least be getting what I want out of it. Or is it something that I'm doing because I have an expectation of somebody else has an expectation of me, and if I don't fulfill that, then I'm not fulfilling my part of the bargain of whatever that could be. It's just so strange what we can get caught up in and what we can get used to, and I think that's part of what the song's about, nostalgia. It was from a girlfriend that I'd had when I was in college, and I think some of these things about people that you have relationships with, they can be, I think for me, it was always, there was a really good friendship there. There was something that it was easy to be around this person. I enjoyed their company, and they also made me feel a certain way. It's like, oh, well, I like that feeling, and, I want to find out more about that. I mean, I think at the best, it's always been some sort of a friendship, and something that you enjoy the other person's company of just who they are as a person. So in a sense, I think, isn't that something that fulfills both of those things? I'm doing this for somebody else, but I'm also doing this for myself. So anyhow, I think we are running towards the end of my broadcast. And I think, I am feeling like it would be good to play a couple more songs, a couple more jams for this Saturday afternoon. And what did you need when you go to fight? You can't deny, I don't wanna be tonight. Wanna know why I do what I do, getting alright, come back through. Say what I want. So, yeah, getting a little sentimental here. I think sometimes that's where we go with this live stream situation. And yeah, I realize that this is going out to the world. It's going out to the world. I sort of like want to give a concert that is, I mean, you know, it's like I'm sort of on the fence with like what I like to do here is talk on Twitch, on the live stream, and what I also like to do is play. And I don't know if those things, I don't think those things necessarily have to go together, but I think that that's part of what I'm doing here. You know, it's part of the thing. Like one of the things I do when I'm watching something, sometimes I'll pick up my guitar and I'll just start playing along. You know. But at the same time, like sometimes when I'm watching, you know, what is the purpose of me watching? Am I watching this because I got something else going on and I have something else in the background? Or am I talking and you want to have something, you know, it's a conversation. What's the tip of the conversation? And that's a cerebral thing where you have the emotions of a music, and that's sort of an experience in itself. And sometimes that can be in the background, sometimes that's in the foreground. So it's like I sort of have both of these things I can do. And sometimes it's just nice to play another tune right on down the line. What did I find? And I do it just right. But I have done what I like. Am I different than I was? But it doesn't right tide. Oh, doesn't right hide. I do it just time. And I realize what I'm doing, it isn't too overshadowed. But I ride alone. I ride along just to figure out something more. It ain't line. You're living life, but I can't sit right, and I sit wrong. Oh no, I said wrong. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. You know what just messing around. But I think I'm gonna play a little Amongst the Dead. You know, like sort of towards the end here, we gotta go. Got to wake up in the morning, tell me what to say. Go to work like a cowboy, come out and forget the rest. Living amongst the dead, I take my chances. Zombie with briefcase in hand, what's the difference? Living amongst the dead, you're alive but can't find your head, find your head. That's what you said. Try to reach out to someone, wanna feel the warmth of your breath. I try to connect to somebody I just don't see how I can. Living amongst the dead, I take my chances. Zombie with briefcase in hand, what's the difference? Living amongst the dead, you're alive but can't find your head, find your head. That's what you said. First in line at the DMV line, choosing all the wrong pieces to create a successful existence. Wanting, choosing, neglecting, soothing. I like it too much, but where are the people that I love so much? Living amongst the dead, I take my chances. Zombie with briefcase in hand, what's the difference? Living amongst the dead, you're alive but can't find your head, find your head. It's what you said, it's what you said, it's what you said. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump right into another song just because. Think I'll do another rocker. This one's called Mistakes. For a pretty girl I will sacrifice my will upon the plans that I will devise. Blind wish for survival, the denial of which that will put me on trial. Anytime I try to get it nice, my timing is wrong but intentions are right. Giving up and laughing in the end, wish we could have stayed just a little more than friends. You just bottled it up, then you smiled and told us we were good. Gave you mostly what you want, then you told me it isn't enough. Anytime mistakes are made, you take it out on me and then you take it to the grave. I say that anytime mistakes take place, you run away to hide from me. You find another phase, you find another place. About your joyful smile, it takes me a moment to remember the way you were happy sometimes when you were entering into my mind. Worst thing we could say is we neglected the loving way, requesting a longing for being next to you. Warmth that kills me to feel it. When it's over I will say took the easy way, okay. mostly what you want. Just remember it's never your fault. Anytime mistakes are made, you take it out on me and then you take it to the grave. I said that anytime mistakes take place, you run away to hide from it, you find enough space. Anytime mistakes are made, anytime mistakes are made, anytime mistakes are made, anytime mistakes take place, anytime mistakes take place, anytime mistakes are, anytime mistakes are made, you take it out on me and then take it to the grave. I say that anytime mistakes take place, you run away to hide from it, you find another space. Run away to hide from me, you find another place. Run away to hide from me, you find another space. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. You got no place to hide. All right. Woo. Yeah. Gotta give my little arm a rest there. That's a rocker. For some reason, that one gives me that gives me the that gets my hands cramped up more than other songs. I think it may be the positioning. Who knows? Who knows? I'm Ductape Halo, and this is Mental Chillness. I feel like keeping the jams moving is a good way to go. Just gonna stretch out my hand a little bit. Ductape Halo is my stage name. Dan Victor Does is the show, and Mental Chillness is what I provide. The inspiration-based motivation to create and have you guys create too. I think that's part of what I try to do is make sure that we address that we all have a voice and we all have a heart and we all have things that we need to get out and express. And ooh man, this is a little exercise I do is massaging this portion of the forearm because it allows me to do some things. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song called Poetry in Prison, and this is about finding the beauty in the struggle. To keep it short and sweet. All right. Breaking down barriers, I walk the line. Breaking bread, breaking through buildings, detrimental lines. Our prisons and poetry, they'll meet you down the porch. Ranges filled with reason, I'll show you to the door. Oh, they've risen, but who will listen? It's poetry in prison for you. Whistles blowing the dead that they're rowing. Poetry in prison for you. For you. For you. Going down, meet the simple sinners. They know how to really get it down. The prayers of artists, the prison, they gotta bring a woman, let them down. How can you not like the honky-tonk prison? Got chickens and banjos, like being outdoors in the mushroom visions. It looks like I'll never make it home. Oh, they've risen, but who will listen? It's poetry in prison for you. Whistles blowing the death that they're rowing. Poetry in prison for you. For you. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me. Don't bring me. Don't bring me down, 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 down. 'Cause I'm the real deal and I'm gonna make you drink bourbon on the bar. If you leave me, I'll never be more sorry. Everything's crisis now. Oh, they've risen, but who will listen? It's poetry in prison view. Whistles blowing, the death that they're rowing. Poetry in prison, 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 poetry in prison for you, for you, for you, for you, yeah, for you, for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Poetry in prison. So we're going through some of these songs. I think I'm going to play. I'm looking off to the side because that's where I got my songs. You know, keeping them upbeat, keeping them lively, keeping them fun. Definitely have a lot of songs to choose from. So I think one of the things I would like to play is called The View. And this one's about moving to a place that is away from home and thinking it was one thing, hoping it was one thing, and it being another. And being lonely, and that's actually part of where my journey for seeking mental health treatment began. Because I was experiencing a lot of depression. So this song sort of just speaks about, perspective and how you physically move, but sometimes it's not a physical move. But physical moves actually do have an impact on our perception. So anyway. I don't know who to trust. I'm seeing visions as I stare out the window. Where does it hurt? To the top of the mountain and over the fountain with haze. I wouldn't go there if I was you. I'm just trying to find the view from here. I know it's got me every day. I'm a hurt slave to where I've moved to. How does it hurt? No one seems to know. They've got overstepped trees and lounge for everyone. Eyes up, feet first. Don't let go, don't ever let go. Why did you let me down? If I didn't know better, I'd say you like to fight, but I wouldn't ever do that to you, to you, to you, to you. I was just trying to find the view from here. I know it's got me every day. Oh, every day, every day. Oh, every day. Sell me in souls down the beach. Then we take a walk, but late last night finger chips have been thrown from the game played, never gone goodbye to the river meeting at the front gate. Trees there, trees devoured of the race trays, simple to know and breathe. Simply put, please leave. I wouldn't ever do that to you, to you, to you, to you. I was just trying to find the view. You never should, the view. I only could, the view. I'm going there, the view, and I would die. Oh, oh, hey. That's right, the view, bringing it down. I'm trying to mess around with that bass pedal and the loop pedal, making it all work. You know, it's a dream. One of these days, Taj Sultana. I mean, there's been plenty of people who I've seen use the loop station, the loop pedals and whatnot, but I think Taj Sultana, like, she was somebody who I saw take it to a main stage. I saw her at Governor's Ball when she was here in New York, and really kind of a cool setup that she had. And I kind of, every so often, it's like there's things that I like about it, things that I don't like about it, but most of the time it's something that will spark an idea. And for me, I saw also Leon Bratt, who's a great musician on Twitch and somebody who I watched his videos to learn a lot about like how this whole thing works. And he uses a POG pedal, and that's pretty cool. But I decided to get a different thing called a bass 9 also by Electro-Harmonix, and that's what I'm using to have that bass sound. And I really like it. I'm just playing around with different ways in which to incorporate it. Do I use it more like a lead pedal, because it's kind of yeah. So that's the bass 9 pedal by Electro-Harmonix, and I'm looking to get the Beat Buddy. There's a cool line here. See if you know this one. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, the faker. Yeah, I love that song. That's actually one of the ones I work on, but I really would like to be a little bit more rehearsed when I'm working on some of those songs, So I think I would like to play another song. I'm looking down the list at songs that I know, songs that I have, originals, if you will, and "Silk of the Snow" is a good one. I think that's a rocker, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No one can see. I don't want you to go. In some other cover, in the silk of the snow, in the silk of the snow, in the snow. The will to smile. I can't control what comes out at night. I realize you're right. I lay awake at night. I really need you. The deal is in the snowy move. Got a filthy grin. It's the same inside. In some other cover. In the silk of the snow. In the silk of the snow. In the snow. Yeah. Why don't you meet me in the park? The wind is whipping lust in trees. A chill to your lips. Some frozen tears. Still makes you take my breath away. Got a filthy grin. It's the same inside. In some other cover. In the silk of the snow. In the silk of the snow. In the snow. I would try to live in the snow and to stop time, to stop time, to stop time, 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 time. Go in some other cover, in the silk of the snow, 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 in the snow. All right. Yeah. Silk of the Snow. So, yeah, rocking out today. I think I'm trying to go through some of these ones. So these songs are on this album called Mental Chillness that I have. And Mental Chillness is inspiration-based motivation, but it's also about mental health awareness, going through difficult spots, and you know, we all experience them. So you want to check out the album, the link's in the below. The link's in the below. The link is in the Twitch about me. So if you want to find out more about me, please go. Please investigate. I won't do the hard sell. I think one thing I'd like to play is called Auto Limiter, and it's a fun one. And I like it because it's a kind of a double entendre of auto limiting. There's an auto limiter on like a limiter, like for vocals or for guitar or something. And there's usually an auto setting for auto limiter. And there's this whole idea about automatic settings that make life easier so that you don't have to think about stuff. And there's a positive side to that, and there's also, I don't want to say negative, but there is the like letting something go on autopilot and not really paying attention. Like that could be dangerous, but it can also be a benefit because it can allow you to not belabor a decision, you know, overthink something. So I think there's sort of a balance between the two. Auto limiter, but auto limiter also refers to ought to limit her, which is about boundaries and saying I need to, you know, make sure that we all have our own space. So that's sort of what it's a little bit about. So you can kind of get the gist with the lyrics. Here you go. Less communication, more chance to engage, cut it down to orders, like to turn the page, stay at home like day into night. When you go to leave, I start to feel alright. Auto limiter down to the second. Auto limiter, I forgot to mention what's it take to speak softly. It's wrong to ignore me. Facing into the evening winter's air. Style up for the family. Keep up with the story, you auto limiter. Manipulate the sensation, hold on to a wish, waste some thoughts on things that don't exist. Masterclass, do not shout, say things legit. If you don't believe me, you can taste it on my lips. Yeah. Auto limiter down to the second. Auto limiter, I forgot to mention. Yeah. it's gonna be loving you tonight. Oh yeah, whoa, who's it gonna be that's gonna be loving you, loving you. Yeah, got a limiter, auto limiter. Yes, so that is the I think this is going to be the end of the broadcast because it's been going on for a little while. I've started from 12 to 3, so that is my basic time slot for Saturdays. But I also go live on Wednesdays. So Wednesday 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, and this is Saturdays. Saturdays 12 p.m. noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I have a couple different sites and things that you can check out more about me. danvictordoes.com is my website, and there's plenty of information there. Talks about some Ductape Halo music, and you can listen to some of the stuff that I've made. But Mental Chillness is the current album that has my acoustic songs that I recorded. And as I close out, I'm going to play my music video, Silk of the Snow. It's one of the ones I played, but I created a video this winter, which I shot all by myself. I edited it, put it together, and pretty much star in it. And it takes place all here in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. That's Bushwick is a neighborhood in Brooklyn, if you're not familiar with New York at all. And sort of like it was a hip area. I don't know if it's still hip. We'll see. Maybe it is. But I live here, and I've lived here for about 16 years, and it's my home. So, been making music and making art for a number of years. So, if you look at my socials down below here, I have DJson V. That is my name for my Instagram. You can contact me through that. That's a really great way to DM. Ductape Halo for Twitter. Now I don't tweet really that much, but that's my thing on there. Facebook and YouTube, Dan Victor Productions, and on Twitch, Dan Victor Does. And there's so much information. I encourage you to check out Twitch if you're watching me on a different platform. I love Twitch, and I love being here and watching other people. There's some people that I'd love to shout out. Fiery Birdie, definitely grateful for you for coming in and interacting with me so much. Love it. The German connection. And also Corey and Kara, they are doing a live stream later on today. I would raid them, but I'm still getting my situation set up here. So that being said, without further ado, I appreciate you watching Dan Victor Does Mental Chillness, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Check out the music video. Take care and be well. Yeah. No one can say I don't want you to go in some other cover. snow, in the silk of the snow, in the snow. The will to smile, I can't control what comes at night. I realize you're right, I lay awake at night. I really need you. The deal is in the snowy mode. Got a filthy grin, it's the same inside, in some other cover. In the silk of the snow, in the silk of the snow, in the snow. Why don't you meet me in the park? The wind is with the lusting trees, a chill to your lips, the frozen taste, so bad to take my breath away. Got a filthy grin, it's the same inside, in some other cover. In the silk of the snow, in the silk of the snow, in the snow. I would try to live in the snow and use the time to stop time, to stop time, 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 yeah, time, 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 time. No one can say I don't want you to go. In some other cover, in the silk of the snow, 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 in the snow.